The past 12 to 14 months have been a learning experience for everyone on the planet. Specifically, there has been lots of questions and speculation surrounding COVID-19 and the recent vaccinations which have entered the market. There is a significant amount of fear and skepticism that circulates regarding vaccines, both in the present and in the past. I'd like to take the opportunity to provide some high-level general information about vaccines in the hopes of spreading some knowledge about them, and to hopefully debunk some common myths and misconceptions that have run rampant in our country. It seems like only yesterday that the first vaccines were approved in the United States. Unfortunately, it also seems like just yesterday that we started learning about new variants. Today, there are variants running amok in various parts of our country. The South African variant has been in the news lately because of the lack of effectiveness that the AstraZeneca vaccine has against it. The UK variant has become feared because it is more contagious and deadly than its predecessors. Different variants are becoming prominent in different parts of the country and various parts of the world for various reasons. The UK variant is on track to become the dominant strain in the United States. If this isn't scary enough, just think about what kind of variants we're harboring and incubating in our own backyards yet to be discovered. Think about it. All that aside though, let's talk a little bit about generic vaccine types. Historically, vaccines have been created in many different ways. Three of the most well-known vaccine delivery methods include the live attenuated virus model, the whole inactivated model, and the virus-like particles model. Let's explore the live attenuated model briefly. This is a weakened but still functional virus. This vector virus plugs its genetic instructions into the host cell. In turn, the host cell produces copies of the virus, which in turn elicits a T-cell response by the host, thereby creating immunity. By the way, T-cells are one of the main soldiers of our immune systems. This is a way of getting your immune system to recognize the bad guy, all while not letting the bad guy get you sick due to the fact that it was weakened before it was put in your body. This lets your body get ahead of the infection and prevents it from doing its worst. Perhaps one of the most well-known examples of this is the MMR, or measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine. Next is the whole inactivated virus model. This is a functionally dead virus that has no ability to infect or replicate. It's literally the corpse of a virus. This is injected into human tissue, and the expected response is that the body's immune cells recognize the bits and pieces of the dead virus that make it look the way it does. This allows your cells to create memory of what the virus looks like, so that if a live virus ever made it into you, your body would recognize it and take care of it immediately before it can make you sick. Some of the most well-known examples of this include the polio and the influenza vaccines. The third category of historically popular vaccination delivery methods are virus-like particles. These are particles of the virus that have been isolated or engineered and injected into the body in the hopes that the body's immune cells will remember what that little piece of the virus looked like, so when the virus does show up, it's immediately recognized and the threat is neutralized. This is similar to the whole inactivated virus, except instead of the whole virus, there are only pieces of it in the vaccine. Some of the most well-known examples of these types of vaccines include the hepatitis B vaccine and the human papillomavirus vaccine. Now that we've laid some groundwork on the history of mainstream vaccines, let's switch gear and talk a little bit about today's main vaccination delivery theories and protocols.